So I had to wear a mask to ride the trolley, and they're using a really cheap thin metal. I got poked. It's like they're using needles. This little needle poked me when I took it off. See if I can. Look at how small that needle is. These needles are as small as a syringe. That pokes. They're using syringe needles, bendable syringe needles on these masks now. I've never seen dueling baseball parks before. There's no outfield fence. They just kind of hit. They have baseball parks that face each other. Usually they face away from each other. Here it's not quite. They had a different plan in mind. I'm in Cuddle Park at Branson. I don't expect anybody else to show up. It's kind of interesting. They got loose security. This is a bit on the outskirts of the city. But the park's right next to a sewage treatment plant. You can smell it a little bit. Warnings about authorized personnel only. They hold the option of driving into the park for whatever reason with this gate. And what is this? I guess, yeah, I think it's probably a mirror so they could see around corners. They also keep a lot of stop signs and whatnot. So it's more than just sewage treatments. Yeah, they got road work too. So it's city employees and sewage treatment. Lots of tempting, delicious looking berries on this tree. What could it be? It's about 6 foot tall, a little taller, but it's 6 foot level for the berries. Yeah, I really like the handles on this one. Much better than the Walmart ones I got. My hand is actually not being pinched sideways. And I wonder if I'm taking it for a walk through the woods. I have to wonder if kettlebells have inspired the improvement of handles for these things, because they never had handles when I started out weightlifting in the 80s. every so often the sewage treatment plant smells worse than normal. It happens momentarily, and I don't know if it's a change in wind direction from a particular spot, or if maybe somebody took an especially big nasty poop. Alright, I got a little copyrighted music here. I just want to quick get some Moon River building for Andy Williams. Andy Williams, Moon River. Just talking over the music because they play it all night out in front of the building. Right a little further away from his building, they got a huge billboard I couldn't see in front of the Walmart. This is completely on the other side. They got the best show. All in Andy Williams Moon River building. Performing Arts Center something Mansion Dreams. Alright. I might want to try to find that cave. I'm not sure. It'd be nice if they said which trail it's on. There's 3 trails. And all I can do is hope that it's not the... Oh wait, maybe it's on the green. Take the blue for half of a mile into the Stonewall, the homestead area, which may be where the... Oh no, the cave is on the blue trail. Okay, half of a mile in. Alright, I ain't never seen a hiker's guide before. Yeah. A hiker, you can't even see the river. An old man warned me about the slippery areas here, said that they're wet. Wow, these are some real stairs. You know, they didn't have these stairs in the Civil War. These are nice. Stonecutter come through and did this. They are very nice stairs for, I don't know how steep, 200, 300, 350 feet maybe, down, straight down to the river. It would be no way you couldn't walk straight down this without these stairs. Okay, I don't know, it's like, they said the cave was a stand-up. You can go in there pretty deep. But stand-up, like they say now, and it's likely that it was a stand-up back in the Civil War days, and now it's full of mud. I don't know. Do I need to go further? It's amazing to think that this is a homestead on the side of a very steep hill, near vertical. Right, begun August 5th, 1937, finished August 10th, 1938. Whatever. I'm assuming this is the very bottom of these stairs then. They've spent a lot of time on making a quality set of stairs. Alright, I don't know where to... I forget if this loops around. I should have taken a picture. That way I'd know the trail. I did take a video. Maybe I should do a screenshot of that. Oh my god. Oh, so I ended up on the purple trail. So next to the big tree there's a big cave. Oh my god. Is this a hideout cave? No. I got a flashlight and I'm gonna turn it on. Here it is. Don't want to lose the car key. Easy on us. Yeah. Yep. I can stand up in this. So there I am. I can stand up in this. There's graffiti. This is the hideout cave for the Civil War. Just probably a couple of Civil War veterans, I suppose. it leaks and it looks like rain's gonna get in. Maybe they dug to divert. But yeah, it's a small entrance and you can stand up in it. Oh, oh, oh. That's pretty cool. Welcome to my home. Come on. Whoops. Come on. Well, you know, Civil War veterans have passed through this along this trail. And this is heading to Branson, following the river, the mighty, or is it a lake? It used to be, the sign said it used to be a river, and now it's a lake. But this is the shelf. What a drop. Oh God. And I smell several skunk odors throughout. Wow. I don't know how far this goes. I hope this isn't the 2.5 mile. Lemony. Sandstone. This is sandstone. Oh, that's a ledge. So you get a little protection from the rain as long as the wind. And it's sandy at the bottom. It's like a beach. The sandstone is crumbling. And to find dust, does it powder up a little? It powders a little bit. Pretty neat stuff. On a wet day like this, it's this trail is a little too slippery for some people, so I guess I can expect to see fewer people. And I guess maybe there's a trail that also follows the upper ridge of this. I'm taking the lower purple trail. So neat. Just kinda, I like how it looks. Of course, the trees were different back in the 1860s. These new trees are what, like 10 years, 15 years old. Did just rain last night or yesterday. That was midday though. It stopped by 2 or 3, 4. So I think that water's probably good. Straight out of the trickle. I want to scoop it up off the ground, which is pretty much scooping it off the ground by taking the trickle. You're taking a bit of a risk. And then there's these roots dangling, look like strings. All right. All right, this marker didn't wash down the hill. A lot of them seem to be. This is some, trickly area. Catch one in my mouth. Let's see if I can. There was a piece in that. I don't think many people came through here. Indians, pioneer Europeans, they probably would have tried to carve out a bigger cave than live what's naturally available. This looks soft. I could lay down here and relax. All that sandstone. Wow. Yeah, that's nice, and it's dry too. All the water runs seeps through the sand. Time to lay down. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Here. Pretty good lay down over there. Now I make it just a little bit further. And here's another pretty nice one. Now I gotta say, I'm pretty confident that I can find my way back. I have my tablet with me, and the blue dot follows, so wherever I'm at, it'll pick up. But I am a little lost without having looked at the tablet yet. I'm not understanding where I am. Oh, there's a fisherman. Probably hears me. There's little caves I have to look in to make sure there's no skunks. I smell a lot of skunks. I don't think this trail is used much. There's a lot of, oh, people go up there. I was thinking through here. I don't know. Maybe they want to get on top for the views as well. This is a bit of a marvel. Oh my God. It looks pretty sturdy, but I mean, it has chunks that have fallen and chunks that look very loose. Oh, I just loosened up a rock there. Climbing with one arm. Oh, that looks so loose. Oh, it's like the Indiana Jones rock right there. Starts rolling and chasing you. All right, and just over here, I smell another skunk, and we got a little construction, probably sewage. Oh, a cave that goes down. Way too small to get in. Okay. And it wraps around. So I'm probably walking on caves. I don't doubt that there's like caves that are not even open yet. Alright, well, I keep seeing the purple thing, but these trails are clearly overrun by this red berry. Look at that. There's not really even a trail. It just kind of ends. And I really don't want to turn back. Can I loop around somewhere? But I mean, seriously, is there really any relief? Is there any way to climb up from this river? It's probably carved itself down for miles and miles like this. Alright, apparently I've entered into private property now. I put a fence up with a sign, no name. So I guess I'll be coming up on houses up there. There's a bridge, maybe a mile down. Oh man, I was hoping it would loop around in some way. Go back the way I came? Alright, some dead leaves, they turned black. Whatever plant that is. I appear to have ended the zone. I'm leaving the zone. Because now it's turning into pavement. And it's a well-worn pavement. And the people who have ventured beyond into this area went up to the fence and then turned around. They went up to the fence that I recorded and turned around, because this is a well-worn trail. Because after the fence, it goes back to being hardly noticeable. Oh my God, how the heck? Native plant garden, huh? for the songbirds. grownative.org. All right, where the heck can I turn back? Oh my God. All I see is endless sidewalk now and tall cliffs. You can see these tall hill edges, cliff edges through the trees. Go further south and you won't have these trees in the way of seeing them. It's kind of interesting to me to think about how I'm just as far south as like Page, Arizona, and they got these types of rock structures. I think it's too far south for the glaciers to have penetrated, but you can't really see much of it because of all these trees around here. You got to go further west to see the actual geography, well, to see the stone structure. So all these houses have built themselves up higher. One that stands out the most to me is this cabin, a full story higher using wood. The one next to it's using stone. They're just starting in on that one, using cement. They build them up high, ready for that river overflow. That's the only way they'll get their insurance, I suppose. All right, I know where I'm at now. I was here a couple nights ago. 10,000 people in Branson. I thought it was bigger than that. Matt and Cat. Finally heading in the right direction, going back. I think I drove this. You know, I don't understand these condors or flesh-eating, dead carcass-eating birds very much, but then they're swooping over an area. But it's like that dead MMA fighter must have attracted some, right? I mean, these birds can't see everything, but they can smell. They could smell his rotting corpse, and they fly over the area. And you'd think that would indicate him, like implicate his location, just looking at the pattern of the buzzards, condors, or whatever they're called. Because some people have actually used them in the past to locate dead bodies. And look at that. Have you seen? They're just all over the place there. They're just circling the heck out of that area. You wonder if there's something over there. Or was it the old MMA fighter that they still are looking at, his location? Just advertising on his property. I don't see any. All right, next to the military surplus area, I find it interesting. Military Fort Branson. They've done some work here, some demolition. I think it was an old hotel. And they've gotten, I guess there used to be a building here. And then they left the swimming pool behind. Oh, it's all metal. Stairs there. Just want to take a peek. Oh, some stairs. Ooh, felt a little soft. So the swimming pool has to go later, I guess. And it's a metal. Looks kind of hollow. Well, alright, filled it with sand and gravel and then put concrete around. Yeah, it's just rubble. Oh, I have to go back out the way I came. Yeah. They got a vet's museum here. I don't think I'm gonna go in. I think they'll probably charge money. Make me leave my bag up front. I'm not all that interested. Log house. And this is why I started recording. Storming the beach. Oh, they gave names to everybody. I don't think they quite lined up like this. It's just for artistic purposes. Alright, I'm walking around this old building. It's clearly abandoned. Next to a more active hotel. What can be seen? I don't even know. I saw old TVs. Several. Wow. Yeah, I made a huge loop here. Starting here, finally back. Not sure the mileage, but it was a long distance. They got bathrooms that work 8 to 8. Alright, I found these 3 tools over time in 3 different places. I just found this. And I'm thinking I want to now dump this to save weight in favor of this. Because I already have a pretty good, strong vice grip like this. I don't really need a smaller version. But a smaller version, slight difference. It closes at the end. And I'm like, somebody mentioned that I could use tin snips to break those thorny vines. I'm like, well, I could actually cut them with this. But I don't want to just hold on to this and this. I gotta dump some weights. I think this is actually slightly heavier, but I'm not gonna keep both. I'm on an incredibly dangerous road. I have no leeway on the outskirts of Branson. Got a fence. I'm just kind of interested in circling around, but got a little tired, and when I get tired and want to walk, I got to deal with this. These guys didn't hit me, but that doesn't mean the next one won't. Sorry, I was just a little curious about the type of forest that David Koenig went missing for 2 years at. And I'm in the general area, 3000 block of Mayfield, forget, of Fall Creek Road. And I came down Fall Creek Road for a few miles, 2.5 maybe. And that road is awful. I made comments on it. Most of the way it's just awful. You don't want to take a step on the road. It's so incredibly busy. And I think, this guy, he only had the ability to access Wi-Fi at Wi-Fi locations. He didn't have a phone plan. So where would he leave his last message? The hotel? Saying he was in trouble from the hotel? And then walked over to this area? It's a thick woods. It's so busy, but there's a lot of housing. And it's rare for people to get out and search the area. But it's not a pleasant walk from the peach tree inn to this area. Unless he skipped across the golf course. I'm gonna check that out. This is a dead end road. But yeah, this forest looks largely unused. It's on the outside of the city. It seems okay. I don't know. Seems like an okay neighborhood. And then you see the rich areas towards the center again, a nice hotel setup. I want to try to, I think I could probably easily walk there, taking the power lines route. Yeah, you don't just casually wander through this area. Thorns like that, they got me good. Well, that was pretty easy. Just take the power lines route, no problems. Some lady yelled something, but it didn't sound alarming. She whistled, like maybe trying to call back a dog. But this would be the type of forest that Koenig was in. It's so strange. Who wanders through this? You don't. The vines are like barbed wire. You get caught on those, yeah, you're in trouble if you don't have anything to deal with them. They are hard to deal with. But I don't know, what, to kill you? Whatever. That would show up if the people found them sooner. That would show up as injuries on a skin. Somebody mentioned bringing wire snips into the forest to deal with that barbed wire vine. And yeah, I mean, you use wire snips for barbed wire. Well, the vine's a little weaker, but it's just as pokey. I'll have to take another look at who the inventor of barbed wire was. I could see him getting their inspiration from these vines around here to make barbed wire, just like that dude that used burdock seeds as inspiration for Velcro. Velcro. They're not all filled up. The fairways next to the golf courses on the other side. It looks pretty neat.
She said I was a fool, the one that you could count on, the one that you could call when no one else was at home. Oh, baby, remember how you treated me.
Alright, I found the wrong cave. That is not the entrance. It's got a big tree. I walked right by the cave. This is the homestead. I'm not going back to look. I can't believe I missed it. A chicken coop down there. And also, this looks like one. That chicken coop down there looks standard, but this is unique. Got the roosts for those chickens and wire on the bottom. What's the wire for? Was this to be moved or something? So the doctor was obviously very busy, and he trucked a lot of concrete in to deal with these stones, making all these fences or walls. Lots of wall. Well, didn't use any concrete for this. But did he really do all that work? He must have hired some stonemasons. It looks very nicely done. So this is stone fencing that stands from the 1940s. He bought the property at age 27 and factored a 3.5-foot width. Yeah, so that you could hold a woman at your side while you walk down the stairs. Because he was a young guy, so he wanted that width for 2 people side by side. Alright, I don't know why, but I get the feeling they tore down that house as a stone house. They didn't tear down his wall though. The good doctor's wall. It's kind of neat. I mean, we're talking about a guy who bought a house at 27 and he started going to work big time. I bought a house at 23 and I had ambitions myself, but I was right on Main Street in Rice Lake. And there's not much I could do. It's so heavily regulated. You buy a house in the countryside though, and you don't have prying eyes. I bet the city this day and age would have gave a strong no to this type of work. But in the 40s you could get away with it. Grabbing stone, plenty of stone available too. All he was doing is moving the stone a little bit, right? Moving local stone. Looks a little unfinished here. Alright, playing with a little back exercise and stretch. The stretch is the unique part. So that's the back. I'm trying to reach the upper back because it's affecting my breathing. My deep breathing is being affected by the lack of flexibility in my upper back. So I'm trying new approaches to that. All right, so I go up north just a mile from the North Walmart in Branson. I got electricity. I'm out of the rain. The bathroom doors are unlocked and it's pretty peaceful. So who needs a library? I still have yet to check to see if they might have Wi-Fi at this park. Some parks do that even. That would top it all off, but it's not necessary. Electricity and being out of the rain and decent weather. It's a pretty good setup here. To top it all off, I got public Wi-Fi out here too. There's a public Wi-Fi in the park. Alright, I've already turned it off, but it weighs out at 2 pounds. Yeah, it's 12 ounce. It's about a 10-ounce bowl, so about 2 pounds with milk. I weighed out. This will be like the most my stomach should be handling at one meal. 2 pounds each. Kind of including liquid. I'm kind of not including liquid sometimes, and it's not a big problem if I don't, but I want to. Alright, I just want to say I never heard of Shepherd of the Hills. It's what attracted people to Branson in 1907. It's outside of the city. Pretty good distance. I don't intend to go there. Wow, it does look interesting. I haven't really gone to the lake, but I think that's used to be a river. It's dammed. So my atomic clock didn't shut down. It's like 20 degrees out, but I can't get this GoPro to work. It's giving me a warning about it being 0 degrees. The GoPro battery won't work. The atomic clock battery will. This Garmin works, the phone works, but I've been keeping the camera warm. These Garmins are so sensitive, GoPros are so sensitive to hot and cold. It's crazy. So I'm gonna have some difficulty. I couldn't get it on, and it's cold out. I'm not even gonna try to get this remote to work. Maybe I could put it in a pocket, but I could just keep it in the pocket, I suppose. All right. This car has taken no damage the whole time. No damage on my part, at least. No front end damage at all. And I'm in a rest stop north of Harrison, Arkansas, because I'm not too enthused about just driving straight to the Walmart and hanging out for the rest of the day. Short of noon, January 2nd. Not sure what to do today. What does it all that say? Actually seems easier to read on camera. Just stopping at the top for a little bit. Don't want to get bothered by this whatever they call themselves, gift shop. And I see I parked on a little rougher side. I had no idea. Got this side over here. They expect a lot of people at times, I guess, at Scenic Point. There are bathrooms here, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, quite a view out there. Very bumpy. I don't think I can... Yeah.
It wasn't beside them, but I just thought maybe we could